Terrific. Well, thanks very much, Dan. I love the last self-destruct line. I think it's worth saying one of the poll questions Cath wanted us to put up was whether Dan should be allowed to select the theme for future Edalexpo events. However, as you're about to witness, I think the team have definitely leaned into this theme. So yeah, we'll have a bit of fun with that. So terrific. Well, yeah, I want to hand over to Cath Fitzgerald, our product manager, and Ian Stevenson, our lead developer. They're going to be talking us through openEQUELLA 25.2.
Thank you, Al. And yes, as good morning, everyone, and good evening for some of you. Yes, as Al said, we have leaned into this theme, perhaps against our better judgment, but anyway, so bear with us. Good morning, agents. For too long, our digital content, our valuable intelligence has been living a life of quiet luxury. But while the public slept, a clandestine operation was underway. Deep within the code, a group of developers, who we can only refer to by their code name, the openEQUELLA dev team, have been working to make our platform not just robust, but thrilling. Some of you may have thought openEQUELLA was just a simple repository, an orderly file cabinet, but I'm here to tell you that with the 2025 release, our system has been issued a full set of new gadgets, a sleek new wardrobe, and a very, very important license. That license is license to thrill. I hope you enjoyed the drama. Okay, so every great mission needs a debrief. Our objective today is to review the 5 high-value targets that have received the most attention in this latest release. So buckle up, we're going in. Let's see what the future of content management looks like when it's operating under a license to thrill. So our first target was IDP user mapping for OIDC. So authenticating new agents must be swift and absolute. This latest feature allows openEQUELLA to precisely map incoming user IDs from a trusted identity provider, even if the external attribute, like a username, differs from the standard identifier. This surgical precision ensures that once the OIDC authorization is presented, the agent's true openEQUELLA account is instantly verified and permission granted for seamless integration. Our second target, Q's new gadgets, is Material UI on the favorites page. So we've upgraded the agent's arsenal by ditching the clunky old briefcase and delivering a state-of-the-art armory. Material UI technology provides the sleek, modern finish, and improved filtering gives you exact results. It's clean, it's organized, and your favorite resources, such as your shoe phone or exploding pen, are always at your fingertips. Our third target is the dashboard and portlets redesign. So in openEQUELLA 25.2, we've deployed the ultimate in field technology, the agent customizable Material UI dashboard. You are now the architect with the layout design selector. The portlets are fully under your command. You can move, reorder, and resize them. Put your most critical intel, your secret files, right at the top. This ensures you have a clear line of sight to your daily priorities. Target 4 is one of our regular targets for every release, which is bug fixes. So our developers have successfully neutralized many of those small irritating system quirks, and the platform is now running at a maximum control level. And a full list of the bug fixes, which is quite a long one for this release, will be available on release. And finally, target 5, reinforcing the command center. So our usual dependency upgrades. A command center is only as strong as its foundation. So we've undertaken a critical mission to continually reinforce the openEQUELLA infrastructure. This involves updating underlying software components to the latest, most secure versions, removing hidden vulnerabilities, ensuring maximum stability for long-term operations. This means we're ditching the velvet suits of yesterday and introducing the highest grade high-tech gear. So let's do a deeper dive into our 3 main missions, starting with the OIDC user mapping. So by default, openEQUELLA uses the standard unique identifier provided by the identity provider that you're using for user mapping. But in 25.2, we've provided a new user ID attribute setting as part of the OIDC configuration settings, which allows the use of an alternative attribute from the IDP, such as a username, so that you can correctly match the unique IDs of existing user accounts within openEQUELLA. And so it's just a simple field, and I'll just point it out here. But if you want more details, it's quite technical, and you'd probably have an IDP specialist at your organization that would instruct what that attribute would be. But yeah, you can talk to one of our consultants for more information about that, or contact support. The favorites page. So we now have Material UI applied to the favorites page with a new fresh design. It matches the other search pages. It's clean and organized with improved filtering. And so some examples here. So just to go back into our memories and have a look at how it looks at the moment. So it's still in the older UI design, and it's hard to search for, using keywords. There's no search showing on the page. And you've got to hit the filter button to open the filtering to be able to filter by keyword or by anything else. So with the new favorites page using the Material UI technology, it's now clean. It matches all our other search pages. You can see any tags that have been added when they've been favorited clearly. You have access to the key search area at the top, and over here we have our favorites type, so it defaults to resources, and we have easy access to refine our search with all the different filters. With the favorite searches, so now we can toggle easily between favorite resources and favorite searches, and you can see very easily the search criteria for each one of these saved searches. And if there's more than a couple of search criteria set for each of these searches, you get this drop down arrow, and when you click on it, it gives you a list of the criteria that you have set for that favorite search. And then moving on to dashboard portlets. So that was the other big project that we did, applying the new UI to an area. And so we now have a new dashboard page, which is using Material UI. And then we've also worked on all the different portlets to display them. Some of them are done in the Material UI, and some of them are done in a legacy portlet. So it's displaying legacy content within those portlets. So we've included greater flexibility in that you can now have a dashboard design. I'll do this shortly. The portlets are easy to move, and you can now close and restore portlets. So let's have a look. So this is an example of the dashboard page now, and we've got like different portlets, but you can see that we have like the 2 columns at the moment, 2 equal size columns. The new UI now allows you to select, oh, I've put the wrong one on there. So you can select different size columns. So you can make 2 columns with a bigger one and a smaller one, and on different sides of the page, as well as like the full page. You can use the full page as well. So you can see here we now have a dashboard editor with a dashboard layout section. So that's what I was just talking about. You can have bigger columns or different size columns. And also it's very easy to access adding new portlets onto the page as well. So I'm just going to go back out and give you a demo of that. Now, just so you can see how easy it is to move things around. So for starters, you can drag and drop anywhere on the page. So I can easily pop that over there. You can move things around so easily. So yeah, it's a huge improvement on the very clunky way that you could randomly move things on the old dashboard page. And then you can see the new quick search. It brings up matches. It includes the thumbnails, which is definitely an enhancement. And then we can hit the show all button to go to the search. It'll show the top 5 results, and then it will take us to the search page to show us the rest of the results. And you can see the recent contributions also includes the thumbnails. So in terms of design, we now have this dashboard design editor. So as I mentioned, we can choose different sizes for the columns, which looks fabulous, I think.
And Cath, just while you're showing that, some great feedback on both the favourites page and also the dashboard. A question from Karen: does this mean that we can set a default dashboard layout for all users? Apologies if you're going to answer that already, but yeah, just ask that.
Yep. Well, it's still the same functionality in that you have the like if you go into the dashboard settings, you can still set the same configuration options that you had before. So there's no way to actually lock it in, but you can stop people from closing portlets. Yeah, so basically it's the same options as you had before, but you can stop people from closing portlets. And I from the top of my head, I can't remember what the other options are. But in answer to your question, we haven't changed any of those administration functions. The last thing I was going to mention is this is still in progress. So in terms of the missed it by that much, we did miss Edalexpo by that much for the last piece of functionality, which was that you can or users can close these portlets and then restore them later. So we do have the option to restore closed portlets, which we didn't quite get in there for this demonstration, but that will be a feature of this new dashboard as well. So I think, unless anyone has any further questions about that, I think that is me.
Yeah, terrific. We've got some claps, which is great. But yeah, any questions for Cath or Ian? Getting awesome comments, which is great. Karen just said, yeah, thanks, Cath. For future releases, it would be great to have the ability to lock a portlet into place. We have 2 portlets we'd love to be able to keep at the top of the dashboard at all times for all users.
Yeah. We'll definitely keep that in mind.
Terrific. Any final questions? No, terrific. Well, thanks very much, Cath.